Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. We start this hour with breaking news from the G7 leaders that say that the world needs stronger defences against future global health risks. In a statement just released, the group says they will work together to beat COVID-19 and will work in particular with the G20 countries to strengthen support for the nations most hit by the pandemic. Well, ahead of the meeting, the White House announced $4 billion towards an international vaccination programme. The European Union pledged to double their contribution, reaching a total of $1.2 billion.
Hello, Mark. Mark, hello.
Okay. And to Germany, that is donating an additional 1.8 billion, increasing an earlier contribution of 600 million euros. But anti-poverty groups have already said that the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson's promise to share the UK's spare vaccine.
Hello, Mark. Can you hear me? Mark, hello?
Yep, sorry, I was turning my microphone on. Yep, I'm here. I hear you really well.
Okay, so how are you?
Well, I'm pretty fine though. Nothing new happened. So, and you?
Yeah, but you remember that this is rude when you say nothing happened. It's just like it doesn't sound English at all. You know that you are always supposed to get prepared for the next class. So to have something to say to the teacher, it's you know, you are not the newcomer. Just
well, okay, so
yeah, you can talk about the weather, you know, or that's the first topic, number one. People talk everywhere in the world, and the second topic is everybody's called their transportation. So that's just two topics for you that you can use anytime you want. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I finally made up my new custom keyboard, and I'm really satisfied with that.
You did what?
Made up my made up means to, oh sorry, I mixed it up. I mean not made up, but I let's say built, yeah.
Okay.
I built my custom keyboard. Yep, custom keyboard, right.
But you mean keyboard, you play music?
No, I mean the instrument we're using to type.
Oh, okay. So the keyboard for the computer, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, keyboard usually it's the part of the
of what?
The part of the musical instrument. I'm sorry, I have to answer the questions. Okay, yeah, just
someone is going to join us.
Yeah, but you know, it's a guy, and with what kind of intentions, I have no idea. So
what is his name, by the way?
Ivan, which is in Russian Ivan.
Oh, yeah,
so
okay.
Just hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So then this keyboard, you said that it's a customized keyboard right now. So what did you customize? What did you do?
Well, I decided to build it from the, you know, how to say that, from the beginning or
from scratch. It's in English, it's called from scratch, from zero, from ground zero.
Yep, let's call it from ground zero.
Yeah.
So I ordered the custom base. It's called kit for the keyboard, the PCB, the case, and the plate. So then switches, then keycaps, and finally I built it. I love this stuff. I find it interesting.
So what you mean here is what I can hear is that you are a computer buff, So that's you kind of a lot into computers.
Yep, you're sure.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you're absolutely right. I mean,
Yeah, but just okay. Yeah, I checked the guy, and you know, I gave him pretty tricky question because you know he said that something blah blah blah, and then I just all of a sudden I asked him, "What color is your necktie?" And he answered, "I haven't got this." So that's a correct answer. All right. So, but anyway, I have to share.
sorry, what color is your what?
Necktie. You don't know what a necktie is?
No.
You just think a little bit. Never answer no, because you know a lot. You have to just to think of it, and you will immediately understand what I'm saying.
No, I know what is necktie.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and I'm asking, what color is your necktie?
Why can an answer, for instance, red, yellow, blue, green, orange? Why cannot?
But you know, because he answers honestly. He just said, "I haven't got one." Okay.
Oh.
You understand?
Yep. Now I see.
And so that is why I will.
Let him join.
Yes, I'm just trying to send him the password. Okay. But anyway, it was kind of a fun. Your screen sharing is paused. Well, actually, okay, I can share the screen with you where this guy is writing or something. Okay, right now I have a big question to you for this week, because something unusual happened to me during this week, and I just want to share and ask your opinion. So what actually happened, and let me just be very specific, okay? So if you have a look, and I'm not sure whether you can see. Yeah, okay, I will share the screen. Can you see my screen now? Hello, Mark.
Yep, sorry. Some guy, it's my friend. He is disturbing me again. I just blocked him not to let him call me anymore. So, okay, let's go.
Please do not test me anymore. Next time I will just ask you not to enter my classroom. Okay? This is not for the first time. All right.
But yeah, I mean, someone is calling me for real.
That doesn't matter. You see, it happened several times when I started talking with you, and I'm a pretty old guy, you know, I'm much senior than you, and I couldn't get the answer. So that was not for once, that was many, many times. And I told you the story, the previous class, that this is absolutely known to every teacher. Every teacher knows about the behavior of the students online, because we have special meetings about that, and we share our experiences. If you, again, in the previous class, I shared the experience with the students who just told, oh, sorry, I have a poor internet connection. Oh, sorry, my microphone is not working, and so on and so forth. So we know all about this stuff, and believe me that right now I'm looking at the two screens, at two computers, so I can track almost everything what I've been doing, because this is my job. Okay, if you still do not believe me, I can share another story with you. It's just for you to believe me that I'm much into this information. So
okay, let's go.
Yeah, yeah, sure. At your service, sir. I'm at your service, Majesty. So what I'm saying is that that was the story of the week for the teachers all around the world. A young girl, it doesn't matter which country she's from, she is around 9 years old. And what happened, she was, yeah, that's Ivan is coming. Okay. So just,
Yeah, let's meet him though.
yeah, just meet Ivan and just say a couple of words to him and get introduced and so on. Just go ahead. Connecting his audio.
Yeah, see him.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Ivan.
Hello.
Okay, let me just let you two guys, you and Mark, to talk to each other, to introduce each other, to get to know each other, just to ask as many questions as you want. Just please go ahead.
So, hey. Hey, Alan, you're here?
Yes, I'm here.
So, may I ask several basic questions? Where are you from? How old are you? And where do you study?
I'm from Russia, from Rostov-on-Don. I'm 19 years old and I'm studying South Federal University.
So, yeah, that's really great. And my name is Mark. I live in Perm, and I'm 40 years old. I study at the 7th grade. And I have one more question to you. For how long you have been studying English already?
I have been studying English for more than 13 years. I studied it in a school and also in the university.
Okay, that's great. And I've been studying English for 7 years already. I started doing that even before I went to school. And I really love doing that because it's a really great way to improve yourself, to see how much knowledge you have now. So that's great. Let's work together. Nice to meet you here.
Okay, it's nice to meet you too, but I have got not so much time. I'm in a small frames, I think. That is why let's speak in a quick manner, because
Well,
not
Ivan,
a lot of participants.
Ivan, I beg your pardon. That doesn't matter the number of the participants, because before the class, I was absolutely understandable that I asked you, and you can go back to our messenger, and you can read that I asked you, are you ready to speak English the whole class? And you answered yes. Okay? Hello?
Ivan?
Yeah, you see.
You asked only about the English, but not about the time that I can speak with you.
Okay. Yeah.
Vladimir, let me add something.
Yeah, I just I removed him. I do not have time, and you know, I have so many tasks, you know, to do, and I don't need to have this blah blah conversation. That he came here just for what? I asked him absolutely precisely, are you ready to speak 40 minutes in English? He said yes.
No,
okay.
Yep, I see.
We done here. All right, so hello, Roman. Hello, Masha. Just say hello to us and join us.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm okay too. Thanks.
And Roman, just turn your microphone on and say hello to us.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't understand.
Okay, so then I'm very sorry, but you will be removed from the class. Sorry. Goodbye.
Vladimir, can I say something?
Yeah, please do.
This guy, Raban, he's my close friend. We live in the same town. I mean, city. We have been studying for 5 years in the same class.
Well, but he just said that he doesn't understand, and you know that the conversation was absolutely basic.
Yep, that's the issue. His English is really bad.
Well, you know, again, what do you want me to do? You want me to teach the elementary class? That should be absolutely different. Because,
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, so that's why you know this the previous person. What was his name? Ivan. He said that not many participants. So what's his meaning? What does
well, maybe, sorry for interrupting you, maybe he wanted to have lots of conversations with different people, and the few amount of participants just disappointed him. But again, the purpose of the classes is absolutely different, though. So,
well,
it's only his...
you know, that fewer participants you have, more time,
yeah.
more time each of you will have. So what's the point? I do not understand. All right, another person is asking. Just talk to Masha, please, because I will talk to Ksenia.
Yep, Masha, hello.
Hello.
Yep, nice to meet you here, by the way. Yep, I'm really glad to see you here again.
Okay, what new was in your life in this weekend?
Well, I got some new awesome results in the school. For some control works, and finally I finished building my new custom keyboard, and I'm really satisfied with the results. So, and you?
Oh, my congratulations, and
Thank you.
it's really cool that you are satisfied by the things which you did. Oh, I have, you know, I had really interesting week because I have, you know, about Olympics, Russian national, which are going in some parts, like at school, after at your town and region, and after in Russian.
Okay.
Like,
that's great.
Yes, and I was on Monday. I have Olympic on art, and on Tuesday and Wednesday I have 2 days of English Olympic. So it was.
Yeah, I do not understand the tense which you mentioned. So you will have or you had. Is it?
I had on this week.
And you know about what kind of results you got?
I know about art. I had 3rd place in my region. And in English, I don't have like third, second, or third place, first, second, or third place, because, and I don't know my place right now because we know the results only of these 3rd places, because there was a lot of participants and they didn't have a lot of time to tell everyone scores. So we will learn our results probably on Monday on the next week. I don't know for sure, but you know, it was really interesting experience, and I was glad that I was there because I understood right now that I right now I know where I have some problems, because I understand that I need like a lot more, I don't know, maybe more, not vocabulary, but just I'm used to learn English like talking or reading books or watching films and just grammar at school or with my tutor, but right now I understand that it's not enough for me, that I need more like academical, like about I need to learn idioms more, and just maybe not all vocabulary like this ordinary in like a small conversation, and just about more topics like scientists, I don't know, about more just I need to broaden my vocabulary stuff. Okay, so something like that. I hope that you understand me.
Yeah.
So, and I was really glad because of it was really interesting speaking task, and I hope that it was good, good results of this part, because it was really interesting and amazing, because I don't have an exam after my 9th grade in English, and I didn't have a practice in speaking. So it was my first time when I talked for someone, and like on this serious I don't know, serious evening, serious Olympic. So it was like good practice for me, and I'm really appreciate this and thankful for that.
Okay, yeah, so that's Ksenia is writing that her level is elementary. I will just write back. Sorry, you just keep talking, and I will join you in a second. Just keep talking.
Mm-hmm. And today we have like our school contest, and we need to show the lyrics of the song and sing this song at the same time. And right now I'm interested, do you have like this kind of contest in your school?
Well, no, we doesn't practice that kind of exercises, because all my classmates, they're just, well, I want to say one bad word, but I would not do that because of we're having a class. So they're not, I would say, smart enough to do that kind of task, and we just have elementary audition.
Oh, okay. So you in
I
your
mean,
school...
not audition, sorry, listening. Yep, right, I forgot the word.
Listening comprehension. Listening comprehension, it is called. Okay, but that's understandable. Go ahead.
Yep.
So it's no like different activities in your school, like we have always different concerts, contests on, I don't know, on autumn, like in October, and New Year at 13th February, at 23rd February, and 8 March, all these holidays. And we need sometimes to make a dance, I don't know, to make a poetry, to how to say, to print something, to picture something, to paint something. So you don't have any activities like this in your school?
Well, you know, and actually one really funny stuff happened. It was our typical English class, and suddenly my teacher said that our book we are going through now is I mean, it's has an upper level, and it's not a common level, it's a bit upper. So, and I was really surprised, because these student books seem to be the most common in the world.
So what's the title of the book?
Okay, Vladimir, just 1 second and I will tell you.
He doesn't know the title of his book.
Yeah, exactly. I doesn't even know, because I don't really care. That's why.
But,
I think in our town, almost everyone thinks that it's Starlight. It's like really difficult, maybe book.
I don't even have it in my backpack.
Yeah, Masha, you have to keep in mind that Starlight is for so-called emphasized English language schools, and for the general government schools where you have only 2 or 3 classes of English. The name of the book is Spotlight.
Oh, no. In our school, we learned till 9th grade. I have book Spotlight, and right now I'm in a class where is like emphasize history, English languages, Russian literature. So I have Starlight, and
All right.
also in
Yeah.
one school of our town, they all have Starlight, starting from 2nd grade.
Yeah, but as I said, so the difference between the emphasized English school and the government school is that in the government school, in ordinary government school, you have around 3 classes of English a week. But in the emphasized English school, you have at the very least 6 classes of English every week. So how many classes do you have?
6 classes every week.
That's explained. That explains that means that probably your school is ordinary, but your group of students you go to is a kind of a for emphasized learning, and that's what you explained. Hey, Mark. So,
yeah, finally I found this book, and it's just called English.
Okay, but then give me the author of the book.
Afanasieva Mikhaeva, something like that.
Yeah, but there should be, if you open it, will say for which grade.
Yep, it's for mine. It's for 7.
Okay, I know the book. I know, and I totally.
And how is it?
I totally agree with you. It's well, yeah. It's. I'm not a politician, you know, and I wouldn't want to talk about that because that's not your fault. Well, yeah. What can I say? They were, yeah. I will find the politically correct statement to make. So there were some periods in the life of this author, in my humble opinion, of course, when this writer, I mean, Afanasyev and Kopylov and so on, all of these writers, they did absolutely fantastic books, and I can share. I still use these 2 books which they did. They were more than you need. It's just like, as I said, I still use it with my students. These books, I think that they wrote it, maybe some 10 years ago. Yeah, that's not for us. But then, all in all, some of their books are not that good. So that's in my humble opinion again. But anyway, that's all right. So Masha, a couple of questions to you, if you don't mind. So talking about broaden your vocabulary. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, you have to be very specific. What made you think so? I mean, you mentioned that you need to learn more academic vocabulary, more scientific vocabulary, and so on. So give me specific examples. What happened to you that you understood that you need, and just tell me what you need.
Okay, so there was a task where we need to okay, there was a text and we just need to find and after about 10 sentences, and we need to find in which part of text this sentence was like
fit.
Okay, yeah. So, and I understand all text what was about, but in some sentences there were words which I didn't understand the meaning of these words, so I couldn't understand the meaning of all sentence, and I was trying to understand what the meaning of all this about, and trying to find this in a text. So, but it was complicated because there was words, and also maybe in Monday we will have like the lists with these tasks, and I can find these words and learn this because I look at them and I have no even any thoughts about the meaning of this word, and it was, you know, I was feeling not very bad but upset because of this. So also,
yeah, I understand. Do you remember at the very least one word?
no, because I was too stressed for this to
Yeah,
remember.
I understand. I understand. Yeah, I totally understand you. But again, my question is, what was this text about?
I understand this text. This text was about all people, they don't breathe right, and we need to breathe
They don't what?
breathe in right way.
Oh, okay. You mean the air or the system of their breathing?
The system, yes, yes, the system. And it was okay for me to understand. But just the words after, they was just not so good for me in these sentences. So also, what was there? There was task in use of English too, and there was like not a lot. I just understand that I just put my attention to understand English, to read in English, and I maybe forgot about these parts when I need just to sit down and learn something. And also when I was preparing for this Olympic, there was like task when we need okay, there's like a phrase and we need to do this in the different way using like I don't know, maybe some idioms or other grammar rules. And I understand that when I look on their answers, I know this grammar stuff. I know what about this, what is this all about, but I can't use it, and it's really bad. So I also need some practicing, and I'm really glad that I went to this Olympic and I see my weaknesses, and I can improve this in my future, and it's
Yeah,
really cool.
Sorry. And do you remember the example of this grammar, or like you said, kind of idioms which you wanted to use? We call it idiom. So do you remember? Do you remember grammar, or do you remember idioms? I mean, the specific examples.
Oh, it was like from task, not on this time, not on this Olympic. It was on of their past years. So it was like I don't know how it in English, like inversia, when we have had, I, and so on.
I understand.
And
That's
yeah.
inversion in English. Yeah.
Inversion.
Okay.
And it so
yeah.
rather.
Okay, Masha, that's enough. So I just want to remind you that this is Olympiad. That's understandable that it should be advanced. Otherwise, you say that you were surprised that you don't know. Why would you surprised? If you just go to the maths Olympiad, there definitely will be the problems which you didn't solve, didn't try to solve during the regular classes. That's understandable. Why are you surprised? That should be, the level should be advanced. Shouldn't it? What do you think?
Should be advanced. I understand this.
Yeah. So that's, and again, it's the same about academic English and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all in all, just kind of rounding up this part. Can you, when you receive these tasks or whatever, can you share it with me?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So please share, and then it will be much easier for me to help you if I could. I will definitely want to help you, right?
Thank you a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
As soon I text you, okay.
Yeah, and we will talk hopefully in next class about that. All right. Now going back to the big question for this week. Okay. So we started talking about that with Mark, but somebody just prevented us from keeping talking about that. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's some kind of that. Yeah.
Oh, doggy.
Yeah, doggy. That's that's how I called it. So the problem is that it was, let's say, some 4 days before, and I usually I go to bed very early, like let's say around the latest is 10:30, like 10:30. If I don't go to bed at 10:30, that means that I will probably not go to sleep at all till the early in the morning. So I usually do it, but this day it was impossible because there was a dog barking and barking and barking and barking all the time. And I was just trying to get to sleep, impossible. And then around midnight, so that all in all, it's half an hour and a half later, I just got up and I went to the balcony and I saw there is some kind of a dog which is barking. So I went down the steps on my staircase and I saw this dog. And she was this dog. It is just barking. And it's she definitely, because she is hungry. So I went back to the house and I cooked some kind of a soup, you know, with the ground beef, and I ate a little bit of bread. And I went down with this pot for this dog, and she was, it was whatever you call it. She was just absolutely happy. And after that, she calmed down and she went to bed. She went to sleep. So the next day, as you can see, it's pretty warm here in the picture. And in my city, it was pretty warm around, let's say, during the day, it was around 20 positive, plus 20 degrees above zero Celsius. So the next week, the situation changed a lot. And let me just show it to you. I have also the picture for the next day. Okay. So, yeah. First of all, lots and lots of snow, if you can see it. And there is the dog, if you can see it, right? Can you see it now?
Yep.
So the situation changed a lot, and lots of snow and freezing cold. So I tried to feed the dog this next day, and also I managed to feed the dog in the morning at 7 and then around 10 in the evening. But the next day, she didn't eat. And I will not make this long story. I will try to make this long story short. So all neighbors started to feed that dog, but many neighbors were strongly against that. So the question to you is, what do you think? What will you do in this situation?
It's a really interesting question because in my town and in my home, at my home, we have a big building.
Just
It's about
remind us about your city or town. What's the name of it?
Bryansk region.
Okay. Yeah.
And okay, in my at my home, at our house, there's a lot of flats. It's about 200. I don't know. It's a lot. I'm not sure totally, but there's, I don't know, maybe 11 big dogs, which always are located in our nearby with our house. And every time when I go to school, it's always like something threatening me because they're big and I'm not very high, so they maybe
attack you.
Waist, and they're not attacked. I'm thankful that they don't do this, but it's always like Oh, okay, it's really okay.
Dasha,
But
I'm really sorry. Oh, Masha, sorry. I'm really sorry for interrupting you, but Vladimir, gotta go.
That's up to you, of course. Yeah, I just, you know, I said about that. I wanted to tell you this story, but anyway, if you need, that's up to you. Definitely.
Yep. Okay. Thank you for this beautiful conversation. See you both next week.
Okay. Yep.
Bye bye.
Goodbye. All right. Masha, go ahead.
okay, and they are there because of we have women which feed cats, and these dogs came to eat food of these cats. And I don't know, they like our home, our house, so they always there. But firstly, it was really hard to me, and I was going always with my mom. But after I understand, because when they came closer, I saw their eyes, and I understand that they big, but they don't angry. They, I always thought that they are, but they don't. This their eyes just okay. It's not even they not even pity. Yeah, they probably pity. And right now, I understand that it's cool that people feed them, that they help them live, survive in this time. But I'm glad that these dogs are friendly for us, and it's okay, because I don't know, maybe about 5 years ago there also was like 5 or 6 dogs, and they was really angry. So we needed to call, and just that I don't know what they did to these dogs, but they was angry and they attacks people. But I understand that these dogs, they're friendly and they just need help, so it's okay. And right now it's okay for me too, and I go by myself and it's okay. So it's not it's not a problem to feed someone. Okay, I just understand the people, your neighbors, who not who don't want to feed this dog, and because they just think that it maybe will frighten their children or them, or maybe there will be more and more dogs in their area. So but I think that we all humans, and there's feelings inside us, inside in us. Okay, so and
Yeah.
we just need help them.
Yeah.
And yes,
I understand what you're saying, and let's break it down. Everything what you said. So first of all, you said that women just give food for cats. Let's start from that. So first of
yeah,
all, let's break it down. Cats and dogs. These are two different things, and
yeah.
I'm strongly against cats. And that's
Oh.
I have a little bit different attitude towards dogs. So why is that? Because you know that if you know English, maybe you know that there is a saying, and also that's the name of a very famous book by Rudyard Kipling, who wrote Mowgli. You know Mowgli, right?
Yeah.
But another book which he wrote it's not a book, it's actually a long story, but like let's say maybe some 30 pages, a story like 30 pages, which is called A Cat That Walks by Itself. So the meaning is that cats are usually walk by themselves. So these animals are totally uncontrollable. What I mean by that, for the animals like that, you know, first of all, it's really hard to train them, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that they can squeeze, they can go to any very small hole, like let's say about the basement, okay? And then when they go there, they can have all kinds of insects. And these insects, they can, first of all, they can bite people.
Mm.
These insects, and another thing, they can infect the area. They are very infectious. So it's really, really hard to control cats. Whereas about the dogs, you know, that the dog cannot go through this hole, never. Even if it is small dog, because after that the cat can jump, you know, to the basement or from the tree and so on, or it can climb up the tree. The dog cannot climb up the tree, right? So that's the first thing. So that is why I'm strongly against the cats, and I never ever supported these women who shared the food with cats. That's for starters. Another thing is talking about sharing food, giving food to the dogs. So they are definitely, if you ever had a dog, they are definite rules for feeding animals. So the meaning is, when I fed this dog, what I did, it was exactly in the very morning, very early in the morning, like let's say 7 in the morning. And then pretty late in the evening, like around 10 in the evening. And then I brought only a pot, and I can show it to you. No, I cannot. Oh, maybe I can. Just wait a second. I brought a small pot to it. This is the pot which I brought. You can see it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I waited till the dog finished whole food, just like kind of a clean pot. And then I took this pot back home with me. I didn't leave any food. And this is very wrong, to leave the food on the ground. This is what other people do. You mustn't leave the food on the ground, because like you said, then the next day, as it happened in my case, a pack of dogs will be there, a pack of huge dogs, and they will attack this small dog, which happened. And that's the another part of the story. Okay, so then the last part to what you said is, so you remember that if you want to keep this animal, you have to feed in a very specific hours. Why specific hours? Because this dog will always know when to come to get food. Dogs are very smart. Okay, and then you have to bring the pot and wait till it finishes everything in the pot, and then to take the pot back with you. Never leave any leftovers of food for the dog. Two words are possible: food and feed. They are almost the same. It's not only verb to feed the animals, but it's also feed is some kind of a food. But anyway, and the last part which I wanted to mention is, like you said, that dogs are friendly. I don't agree with you, because even in the Bible it says, beware of dogs, which is be scared of dogs, always. You never know what a dog, an animal, has on its mind. 1 minute it can be very friendly, but the next minute it just can jump on you, it can attack you. So you have to be very careful about that. So that is why I'm talking, because that's a big problem right now. I'm on a fence. I have no idea what to do next. So that's why I'm asking. Anything you wanted to add?
You know, I think that I don't know, I don't want to like make a big advice, but I think that there's a lot of problems always will be with feeding, and there's a lot of things which will be going on, and we cannot always know for sure. So probably we need just to have more places where we can put these dogs, where they were specialists which will take care of them, and this is the best option.
Yeah, okay, you brings me to the next question. Of course, I gave calls to all of it is called shelters. I gave calls to all of the shelters. The first thing which I learned is that we have only 2 of them. One of them is absolutely new and another one is very old. So in the new one, they have 150 animals and the house is packed. There is no place anymore. In the old one, of course, they have no place. Why? Because most of the animals, they are sick. They have to be in the shelter. And they said that your dog, looking at my pictures, they said,